Do it again. Here we are. T times T and T times 2. That is T squared minus 2T. That is the distributive axiom there. Now you've got a negative 3T. Please watch the negative sign. That's your job. You're going to be on the test. It's for the rest of your life. The sign first is a negative times that is a positive. Therefore, it's going to be negative. The number is second. 3, there's no other number. 3 stays the same. Now the letters, T times T. T squared. That did that. Now, you're not done, are you? No, you know, you see it now, don't you? It has to be done to both of those. Just like this was both of them, this is both of them. Negative times a negative is the sign first. Thank you. Positive. The number now, 3 times 2. It isn't 5. It is 6. There you go. Good. And what's the letter? You have a T. Now there you have your pieces. Let's combine them. Here we go. Now, if you look at this here, you've got a plus 1 and a minus 3. You've got the same thing like here, plus 1 and a minus 3. It's a minus 2. They're kind of working the same part of your brain, you think, huh? So the larger sign is the minus. 3 take away 1 is 2T squared. Now, the only other piece you have are these two. Plus 6 minus 2. Well, the sign of the larger is plus. 2 from 6 is 4T. How about that? You got that? Now, I don't know if they reduce this anymore or if they just leave it the way it is. I believe that's the way they will print it. If it isn't, then I'm very sorry. I don't think they will take a 2 out front and a T out front and do this. But they could. And that is what it will be. A minus 2T times T minus 2. That may or may not be a reduction that they do. You tell me. Sometimes they want you to reduce things all the way. Okay? Is your head hurting too bad? Can you handle this? Glad to hear that. Glad. What I want to look at here, this looks very complicated. They're trying to find what is the value of n. What does n equal? They give you a trinomial over here. They also give you 2 factors. Let me ask you, look at this when you see this. What is a times a? A squared. That's nice. Let's just look at the last term. What is b times 2b? 2b squared. They want you to FOIL this side to find out what n is on this side. Well, you've got the first piece and you've got the last piece. Let's do the 2 middle pieces. A times a plus 2b is a plus 2ab. A times 2 times b is 2ab. Good. Glad you agree. Now let's do this one here. B times A is AB or BA, doesn't matter. You've got 1 of these and 2 of these. What is 2 plus 1? It's 3AB. That is what goes right there. You just FOIL this side carefully and watch your sign. It is a plus, by the way. The sign is plus and plus. Therefore, it's plus. You've just solved those problems. I got one left on page 10, and that is the end of our run. Well, if you are listening to this you are down to page 10 at the current time, and this is as far as we have gone up to this point on our prep for Accuplacer tests on typical types of problems that you will be able and need to be able to do in order to be successful. On this question, we're suggesting that you take this equation and find out which of 4 particular word equations does not equal what this equals. What that means is, let's solve this. If n minus 8, some number minus 8 gives you 1, what's the number? Well, it's obviously going to be 9. But let's add the 8 to each side. Therefore, n equals 1 plus 8 is 9. That is what n is going to equal. Now let's look at this first answer on A. The equation they give you is what? N is 1 more than 8. Well, more means to add, and is means equals. So n equals 1 plus 8. What is 1 plus 8? Does it look familiar? Yep, there you go. Now, A is 9, just like the equation. It's not the one we're looking for. I'll bet you it's the last one. You want to just skip there and look? You can. But I'm going to show you how to do the other pieces, just because I have nothing else to do. The second one is what? N is 8 more than 1. Uh-oh. 8 more than 1. Or 1 plus 8. Really, technically, this is 8 plus 1, and this is 1 plus 8. What does 8 plus 1 or 1 plus 8 equal? It equals 9. That's right. Now, the third equation. It says 1 is 8 less than n. Now, 8 less means minus 8, so you take n and subtract 8. That's what that says. Well, if you add 8 to each side, that means n equals 1 plus 8 equals 9. Yes, now you see I should have skipped to the last. Well, let's verify and make sure that we haven't made, me, impossible, but to make sure that I've not made an error here. And this 8 is n less than 1. In other words, you're going to take n away less than 1. What you do here is, let's add n to each side. That goes away. So you have n here equals, now you've got an 8 over here, let's subtract the 8. You've got 1 here, let's subtract 8. And what you find is, n is by itself here, and n equals 1 minus 8 in this case, which is a negative 7. And that, my friend, indeed, is the one that does not equal. You simply look through the equations, and they're simple equations you can do in your head. There you go. That's to acquaint you with that kind of problem. You may find something of that order. We've so enjoyed this. We look forward to that 65 to 105 on your test.